Hi there,
Hello, everyone.
I'm Andrew, and welcome to our first webinar. Here we describe how to start our trial, and let me introduce to you another Andrew.
Yes, hello, everyone. My name is Andrew as well, and I'm a lead QA engineer in the Banuba SDK team. And as you can see, today we're going to see how to start work with our SDK, how to assemble it, how to test it. So we will see our demo applications. So welcome everyone, and let's see what we have exactly today in the agenda. We'll start from assembling our demo projects for iOS and Android platforms. After that, we're going to review our demo application. We will see the main functionality which comes with SDK. After that, we will show you some tips and tricks of how to test and how to work properly with our technologies. And after that, we will have questions and answers section. So let's get started. And for every client and for every demo user, we send in archives for iOS and Android. So I will start just like a simple user of our SDK. So I have here two archives, two folders for iOS and Android. Let's probably start from Android platform. I will show you how to assemble our demo project, but at first, let's look at what we have, what comes with our archives. We have our framework, Effect Player framework. We have main applications folder, which contains our test and demo effects. We will see them later. So let's open sources folder from Android Studio. And we'll start from assembling our project. Let's wait when it opened. So I'm opening sources folder, which comes inside the BNB Effect Player folder. When you just import the project inside your Android Studio, you will see the errors. It's okay because our effect player not still connected to our project. So let's import it. You need to go File, New, and click New Module. Choose Import jar AAR package and specify the location of Banuba effect player framework. Let's import it and copy this name because we will need it a bit later. Now click Finish and let's wait until it will be added. We still have an errors. Let's go to Gradle scripts. Let's open build Gradle for Banuba SDK module and change the name of API project. After that, you should resync Gradle project and all of these errors should be gone. After that, you should see that project successfully configured and you will be able to run the project. So build successful means that we are almost ready to run our application, but not yet because for all demo users and for all our clients, we send in client token. So you need this token to be able to launch the project and the applications. For the current presentation, I prepared a demo token, and each of you can use it to test our application in the next month. So feel free to copy it and to use it. So you need to place this token in the following location. Open app, Java folder, com Banuba SDK demo, And here you can see Banuba client token file. So just put it inside this placeholder. And this is basically it. So after that, you can attach your device and just start the application. But don't forget to change the debug version to release version. In active build variant, you will need this to make the application run smoothly without the debugging. And of course, for debugging purpose, you need to change this to debug. So that's basically it regarding launching demo application for Android. We will review the application later on the example of iOS. And now let's proceed with iOS example. So we have almost a similar folder for effect player for iOS. We have effects folder with the demo effects. We have effect player framework, and we have sources folder with the project for Xcode. So let's open the project. And now we need to also import our effect player framework. We already have here the framework, but it won't work. To make it work correctly, we need to put it manually. So delete existing one from the framework's libraries and embedded content, and add the one from the folder from the archive. But one mention before doing this, you need to copy it from this location, from the bin folder to location of the project. So open Banuba SDK app folder and copy effect player framework inside. Now let's add our framework to our project. And to be able to view our effects inside our applications, we need to also specify the location of the effects folder. So open Build Phases tab and remove the existing location of bundle resources and add the location of folder with effects. Now one more step, we need to do the same with effect player framework inside Banuba SDK target. Remove the existing location and add the location of Banuba SDK, Banuba effect player framework. And again, we need client token to be able to launch our application. You can find it inside Banuba SDK app folder, Banuba client token .swift file, and simply put your client token inside this file. So now you only need to choose the target Banuba SDK app and select your device. And also don't forget to change sign-in for your application. On your site, you will have your own sign-in certificate. So don't forget this. And that's basically it about launching our project. So I have already installed application on iPhone, and let's see how it will look like after you will assemble it. I have our simple iOS demo application, and now we're going to review some of our basic functionality inside. So almost all of our functionality presented as filters. You can see them in the bottom side of the application. Also, we have a simple UI here to make photos, to record videos, or to process some photos with some filters. So we have a few groups of large features. For example, face recognition feature can be tested with almost every effect we have here. Let's choose any effect. Some effects has triggers for open mouth or for smile. Let's show how it looks like. So some effects has other functionality like neural networks, for example, for background separation. And also with these filters, you can test all of our neural networks, for example, lips segmentation or ibex segmentation. All of our filters will also work on the photos. It's called offline mode. So when I will make a photo, it will process the photo from the camera in offline. And the same with all other technologies, like hair segmentation, eye segmentation, skin segmentation. Some of our technologies work only in offline mode. For example, we have acne removing. Let's make photo with some simple effect. For example, this one. So to remove acne in this application, you need just to tap in the area with it. You can see how the photo was changed. I will tap a few more times, even on my eye. And with the long tap, you can see the initial image and the changed one. Also, you can record a video with any enabled effect. And in the same way, you can process any image from your device. Let's select anything. It will process any image that already existing on your device. So this is basically it about what we have in our demo application. You can use it as an example while developing your own. And yeah, that's basically it about our demo project and demo application. Now let's continue to our best practice section. It's small tips of how to test our algorithm and the best ways to see how it works. So when you're testing the recognition of face, it's better to be in front of the camera, not on the long distance. Currently, we have 2 meters limitation to the face search. So if you will be on the longer distance, then your face probably won't be tracked. The other tip is occlusion. When you have something behind your face, then it's also a hard work for the face search algorithm. So try not to use some objects in front of your face because it can cause wrong face search for our algorithm. The next and also important one, it's also the example of the occlusion. The next is dark environment, because when your face not bright enough, it also can be hard for algorithm to find your face. But in the newer Banuba SDK releases, we have AR support, which helps us to track even face in dark environment, but it's unfortunately not available on Android platform. So The next one is overexposure. It's opposite to the dark environment. When you have too much lighting on your face, it's also can cause that your face may not be tracked properly. So try to make consistent light condition for your face. The next one, dirty camera. Dirty camera is basically a big problem for our real users of our applications because very small amount of people actually clean their camera before using of our applications. So try to actually clean camera before testing the application. It will help you a lot because we actually have some cases where face wasn't recognized because camera was just dirty a little bit. And the next one point is a wide face angle. Currently, with ARKit support, we have better support for wide angles, but still, your face may be tracked in not correct way if you have a big angle of your head. So be aware of that. And this is it from me for today. If you have any questions, please ask them in the chat. I will try to answer. Yeah, you're welcome, Ben. Thank you very much. Actually, it's my first webinar, so thank you. Why don't you have Cocoa Pod for your iOS SDK? Actually, it's a good question for our development team, and unfortunately, we don't have any of our developers today, but we will exactly introduce them of our next webinars. I would like to know details about the data which is dumped. Which data is dumped? If you're asking about the dump data in our demo application, it's to debug the face recognition algorithm. If you're asking about save dump button, I will show you the screen. Save dump data helps us to debug the cases where face wasn't recognized properly. So you can dump the data and send us this dump from the iTunes. You can download this dump. You can send it to us, and it can help our R&D team to improve the algorithm. So hopefully I answered your question. Will you show how to use SDK in Unity? Yes, we can do this webinar also, but unfortunately not today. But of course, yeah, we can do such thing. Any more questions? Regarding dirty camera, can the system sense this and present a message to ask the user to clean it? Yes, Ben, it's a very good question, and actually our R&D team developed such algorithm, but it's still like in alpha version. We can't still release it, but we're working in this direction, and probably in the near future, we will have this solution which will automatically tell you that you need to cleanse the camera. Yes. Can we use your SDK for making games in Unity, like put some objects in mouse or use head rotation as mouse closes for input? I think yes, of course. You can use it for any purpose, and we will have more examples soon on our GitHub. So probably in the future webinars, we will review how to create some simple applications or more examples. I would like to store the matrix for face movement and 3D for putting my own texture elsewhere. Sorry, Angela, but this question better be answered by some developer, not by me. What platforms and programming languages could be supported? It's a good question, and let's review our documentation. We have documentation site, docs.banuba.com. You can visit it to see our requirements. So basically, on this page, we have requirements for supported platforms, for supported browsers, for example. Also, we have information for supported languages. So in any time, please refer to our documentation. If you can see any information here, please contact our support from this page, also from our documentation, and we will answer your question as soon as possible. Regarding the acne removal that you showed, when you switched back to live video, did it remember the corrections you made and apply them to the video? Ben, unfortunately, acne removal is not online tool. It can be used for the video. It can be used only for the static photo. So when you remove an acne, it will be saved only to the current photo. When you return back to the main screen, all acne will be removed. But regarding acne removal, we have a new algorithm in the latest SDK version which removes acne automatically by just one tap on the photo button. Of course, it won't remove you all the acne, but it's still a good start. Is it possible to detect where you press on the face in live video? Oh, it's a hard question for me. So you could build or modify a filter or mask in the app. I think, yeah, it's possible, but it's better to clarify this with our development team. You can contact to our support from our website, docsbanuba.com. You can write any questions here as well, and we will answer them. So feel free to contact us. Also, probably we will have a few more webinars also with our developers, and you will be able to ask them questions. Is it possible to plan a live text chat with a support dev person? I think yes, it's doable. We can try to arrange such thing like a questions and answer session in chat. Yes, I think it's a good idea. Yeah, I agree with you. To receive a quick response, it's a much better way. Yes, thank you very much, Ben. Oh, sorry, I missed one question. Where can I find this documentation? You can find documentation when you visit docsbanuba.com. So it's our documentation website. Again, you can find here a lot of helpful info and also some examples of building the effects and much more. What face search characteristics could be supported? Number, distance, and so on. It's also a good question. We have technical specification page on our documentation where you can find the characteristics which we tracking on some specific devices for the each release of Banuba SDK. So you can see some performance information in this table. For example, performance on top devices or on low-level devices. You can see the distance of the tracking algorithm, the maximum distance, or for example, the performance of our beautification algorithm. I asked before about SDK token. I need to send message to a support to get it, or I missed something that you said before. Yes, you need to contact our sales team, for example, from the support form on our documentation website to receive the token. Or you can use the one from the presentation to be able to test our technologies for the next months. We will send everyone this token after the end of this webinar. Can be your SDK used on iPhone 6 or earlier models? Yes, of course, we support iPhones till the iPhone 5S. So you can also use it on iPhone 6 even. And the performance will be good. Yeah. Any more questions, please? Are there limitations too? Limitations for what? For iPhone support. We support only all iPhones, for example, from 5S and higher. Oh, yeah, simulators. For testing purpose, you can use simulators, but it's better to test our technology on real devices because you need to work with the camera. And all devices has different cameras, different characteristics, and it's better to test it on the real devices. But for development, of course, you can use simulators. When the next webinar will be? We will notify you for sure. We need to prepare some content to the webinar, so stay tuned. I can't say you the exact date. Where can I find your manuals for demo projects assembling? Again, on our documentation website, you can see the Getting Started section, when you can see Getting Started guides for each of our platforms. So for example, for Android and iOS, you can see the same things that I just showed you on our webinar, but with the text and with screenshots. So feel free to refer to these articles. They can help you during the first launch of our project. How many neural networks can be supported within one app, like hair plus eyes? Thank you, Alona, for your question. It depends on the device performance. So for top-level devices, you can run in real time a few neural networks at the same time, like, for example, hair and background separation. But of course, on mid-end and low-end devices, you can't do this because your application will be too laggy. So it's better to use only one neural network in online mode. But when processing the images, you can use as much technologies working as you need. We don't have any limitations on the usage at the same time. But yeah, it's a good question, actually. You're welcome. it would be great if one of the next webinars could focus on the Effect Creator app that you have. Okay, yeah, it's a good proposal, Ben. Thank you. For this, we will need our designers team because actually they are creators of the effects. But yeah, we can do that. And don't forget that we have effect and structure section of in our documentation. We have some examples here, so you can refer to them. And we will soon we will add even more examples with new articles regarding how to create effects, how to work with them inside our applications. So stay tuned. Cheers. So if it all questions for today, then thank you very much for attention. If you will have more questions later, so feel free to contact us anywhere. Feel free to use our contact form on our documentation website. We will answer everyone. And we will send the link to everyone after the webinar. So thank you very much and bye-bye.